Good morning, you guys. Happy Mother's Day. Let's cheers. I'm having a nice quiet one. The phone will start ringing pretty soon, I figure. Anyways, how about a really quick, I got 2 new things, and you know me, I need to practice cueing them. So we'll just go through those together. But first I thought a really nice foam roll. And what I did today, because I'm packing and I'm finding everything, I found these foam rollers were from the dollar store. They're hard and they're difficult, but I still think they have their place every once in a while. I have my softer, longer one, which just stays right next to my couch all the time, and I just jump on it. But if you have one of these, especially for the tougher muscles, maybe not your back and spine, but the tougher muscles of your thighs, glutes, you know, just to do a foam roll through. And you know, I know that there's rules and regulations and, you know, physiotherapy, and I personally just find the area, not with the most pain, but that needs it the most, and I just put some music on and go through a thoughtful tour while I'm foam rolling, okay? So if you want, if you have yours, if not, you're gonna just do the basic rotation, okay? And basic rotation, I'm just gonna do the other side here. And we had a big leg week. Oh, that Wednesday just knocked me out, and I was so glad to see, not meanly, but to see that others went through the same thing. I thought, my God, am I not eating right? Am I not sleeping right? Is there stress? I don't know. Anyways, we got through it, and this is a great time to just take a break before the festivities begin. You know, it's not too bad on the back. I like to be careful with it. With a longer one, I can use my elbows to push it away and then just breathe back into a lengthened position, and then I just hold it there. I don't often use the smaller one, but I would imagine you get a whole different perspective from this one. So those are dollar store. The longer foam ones are, you know, you gotta have one. And I would go Walmart, I would go online, Amazon. I can't imagine that they would be hard to get. I don't know for sure. Beg, borrow, steal. And stretch. Okay. So let's go into the basic rotation. I don't know if that's in the way there. And then I'm going to show you the 2 new moves that I was interested in working on. And it's for the hip mobility again. And reach. Deep breath. And up another side. As far as you can. Up and out. Oh. Lots of cracking. Adjust it. Yeah. And the other side. Beautiful. So, there's our basic rotation. So, I just want to do one for the upper body, but this we're going to start with the lower body. So, this is, it's not new. I know all you yoga people know all this stuff already. But this was interesting to me, and so we're going to do your classic stance here with your arm inside, all right? And then what I'd like you to do is add up the contraction. Add tension by pressing that in, and then what you're gonna do is slide that elbow down to the floor, all right? And bring it back up. How does that feel? You know, it might be that you only get down part ways. I'm finding that I'm having to slide my back knee out a little bit further. And then on this side, I am going to take it to my rotation. I just want to open up that, externally rotate a little bit there, and then rotate up to the ceiling. I'm going to put that arm outside and change. So this would be our basic rotation and opening up that hip joint, right? Right from here, I'm going to take it into the eccentric hamstring. All right, so if you're looking at me from this, you're going to kick that heel into the floor. We're going to tighten up that muscle, and then we're going to lengthen it backwards. Good, and forward. And kick the heel down and in, and lengthen backwards. And I'm going to do it one more time if that feels good for you. And kick it down and in, and pull your body back and away and lengthen. Dynamite. Now, let's keep this position and do the quadricep on the other side. So you're just, if you need something to hold on to, grab a chair, okay? And all I'm going to do is kick that foot down into my hand, and I'm going to pull my whole body forward. Now I'm stretching the quadricep, the front of the leg of the other, on the other side. Ease off, reset. If you could go to two hands, I don't think I can do that today. I don't know why. Some days aren't good, some days aren't so good. And pull forward, very nice. And back. Now, finally on this leg, same leg here. Let's do the hip mobility, okay? And I am just gonna hold on to my bench here a little bit. So what I wanna do is kick that up, okay? So if you can imagine our bed series when we were doing the rotations and the internal, external rotation, we're gonna do the same thing for this hip on a knee. Okay, you could do it standing or you can do it sitting. So I'm just gonna bring that up. I'm gonna externally rotate and internally rotate and bring it around, all right? So again, it's that hip socket and joint, and we're creating some movement in there, okay? So let's do a couple more there. I don't know if you need a pad for your knee. Up, forward, open it up. Now I'm gonna try and keep the rest of my, my torso rotate and around, yeah. See, because your body wants to swing and compensate for this movement. So up, out, rotate, and around. Up, and one more. Good. There. Beautiful. So we're just gonna do that whole series on the other side, and then we're gonna just do a little bit, I think we're gonna do the can opener for our upper body, and then we're out of here, okay? Awesome, right? So, this is where, place that hand, and you could even do a bit of a rotation here to start with. Side and side, good. But the point of this would be to open up the hip joint and stretch out the back and drop that elbow to the floor beside, and relax. Objective observer here, okay? You're just seeing how you feel today, what's tight, good. And let's do that rotation, up, and rotate up, good. And I'm gonna drop my elbow one more time. That really feels good and interesting. I'm actually gonna even, keeping my foot planted, drive my knee out and get a little more on the inner thigh. You know, I think once you learn, you know, you get an idea from somebody else's stretching. And I use a physiotherapist. It's called Oh, I think it's called Ask a Physiotherapist. They're two young guys and they're awesome. And they just open up a world to yourself that you can bring into your practice, not necessarily following along a guideline and rules, but actually listening to your body and using their movements to affect your condition. All right, so this is the hip mobility, right? Well, we're gonna lift up. Oh, did we do? Yeah, we did this first. The hamstring. Let's do the hamstring first. So driving that foot into the floor, creating the tension in your hamstring, the bottom of your leg, or the back of your leg, and sit back. Good. And rest. Reset, drive it in, sit back. And one more time here, drive it in, sit back. And now we're going to go to the quadricep on the other side, just grasping, driving the foot into the hand, creating the tension and walking yourself forward. And if you want to increase that, it'll open your upper body and stretch. Nice. Drive. Okay, so now we're going to do those rotations where I'm going to hip flexor, open it, rotate it, and back. I'm trying to keep, as best I can, my torso feeling some muscle soreness from probably our glute day yesterday, right in there. Good. So, I think we did both things on both sides. So let's just go into the can opener. You know, I like doing this on the floor. I don't know, I could try it here. It could be on a little bit of a lower surface. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so this one is where you create the tension, and we're going to hit the shoulders, strengthening the connective tissue. We're going to stretch all the way up through here, okay? So hands together, and your knees are going to push in as your elbows push out, all right? Creating the tension. In the shoulders, strengthening, stretching, conditioning, waking it up. Nice job. Okay, a little rest if you need. I was just going to try, because if you have your hands placed further apart, those elbows are going to have to come in further, and there's going to be a bigger stretch in the back. So I'm just going to do that right here. Applying that pressure, contracting, and pressing it in. Now those elbows have to go a lot longer. Look at my knee just cracked too. And pressing it out for strength. And your inner thigh, groin area is affected as well. Good, and one more. We're going to finish it up here, you guys. 20 minutes, good enough. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy. It's a sunny day too. Alrighty. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll have the boards ready for us later on. And yeah, it's a new week. Enjoy. Good.